Good afternoon, YouTube. This is Movie Fan. For the first time ever, I'm going to do a Let's Play. I got a request to do this from 1980s JFK, and it took me a little while to try and get all organized here, but finally, I'm all set. Now, the big thing was I had to figure out what kind of game should I play. And I decided, I'm Movie Fan, so I'll play movie games. And I'm going to start with The Shadow on the Super Famicom. Now, you already know that I do not own a Super Famicom, so if I had a regular SNES, I'd be in trouble. Fortunately, as we've seen in a previous video of mine, the Retron 2 plays the Super Famicom games. Alright, let's get this baby plugged in, and let's have some fun. Okay, here we go. Well, there's not much to say about the opener. You get this nice dramatic opening talking about the city being thrown into chaos because of Shiwan Khan, the last descendant of Genghis Khan. Pretty much straight out of the movie. And in a nutshell, they say that there's only one person who could stop him, the Shadow. What I thought was a nice touch, they say his famous line, "Who knows what evil lurks in the hearts of men?" Unlike most games, this has the fun part of being able to adjust how many lives you have. You start with 3, but you can adjust it to 5, or even less if you want. Okay, here we go. I absolutely love the look they give the Shadow. It's pretty awesome. Straight out of the movie. I mean, the red scarf, the big felt hat, the awesome trench coat. It's pretty awesome. The game is really just a side-scroller beat-em-up, with a few surprises attached. Okay, let's do a rundown how the buttons work. It's quite simple, really. You push the Y button to punch, B button to jump, X to do a special foot sweep, and the A button is your special moves. You get a few choices like Dash, Devastate, and my personal favorite, Invisible. You adjust them by either pushing the L or the R buttons. One of the fun things is you can actually push the B button and push Y to do a jump kick. And if you push Y and B at the same time, you do a special spinning uppercut, which hits everyone around you. The only problem is when you do that, you lose a bit of your health. I don't know why they feel they need to do something like that. It doesn't make any sense to me. And if that isn't awesome enough, there are parts where you get to pull out your guns and start shooting. Lots of fun, man. You get the whole fun of shooting. Now, there is one drawback. If someone manages to shoot you, you will come out of your invisibility. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is a pretty awesome game, but it does have its problems. I mean, the weird thing is, you get pretty close, and this happens. Now, sadly, I didn't get to Shiwan Khan yet, and I didn't want to waste everyone's time just watching me get there. Because, believe it or not, this has 10 levels. Yeah, this game actually has 10 levels. And it's a lot harder than it looks. I like how in the game you can actually go from invisible to this cool dash move, and when he does that devastate move. I love that. No doubt the best power you could definitely have would be going invisible, but the only problem is, if we all went invisible every minute, then where's the fun in that, right? I mean, it's like playing 007 GoldenEye on invisible the whole time. It's just, I mean, it's fun at first because you're cheating, but then after a while it just gets boring. And where's the fun in that? I love how when you fight the Mongol warriors, when you punch them, they make this weird tin can sound like you're punching a tin can. Here, check this out. I don't really understand the bosses in this game. I mean, I can understand Shu Wong Kong, and without a doubt, in level 5 where you destroy the beryllium sphere, I understand that because that's straight out of the movie. But I do question why we got this. Why we got this. All in all, it's a really fun game. I would recommend it to anyone who could ever get their hands on it. The problem is, it's very hard to get a hold of. In fact, I've never found one for the Super Nintendo. I've been looking for one for a long time, but all I could ever find was for the Super Famicom. Which leads me to believe either they really didn't make it, or they made it in very, very limited numbers. It's not unheard of. We've all seen it happen before. This wouldn't be the first time that they released it more like on the European circuit or the Eastern circuit, and not really here in America. Why? I don't know. Maybe it was the gameplay. Maybe it was because the movie wasn't that popular. Sad to say, the movie, as good as it was, really wasn't that popular. I don't know. But still, I would say that regardless to some of its faults, and it's got a few, it's actually really fun. It's one of those kind of games that, you know, when you're having a hard day, when you just got home from work and you're like, oh man, I just want to punch somebody right now. Just pop this baby in and beat the living hell out of everybody. That's fun. Alright, that's my first Let's Play. And believe me, there will be more. Because there's a lot of movie games to cover. This is Movie Fan, signing off.